Hello and welcome, loyal viewers of the UKC Lower Valley and tuning in around the world to this week's edition of INTV's Team Action News. I'm Jeffrey Torres.
And I'm Nolan Weiss. It's April 11, 2013, and welcome to this week's episode of INTV Team Action News. Sorry for missing you on Monday. Jeff and I were down south celebrating a guys going away party of singlehood.
Life. Yeah, of singlehood.
Not of life. His life's just about to start.
Oh,
so it was a great time. Took the Amtrak train down there and somewhat coming back. And Portland, I have to say, is very artistic, and the people are wonderful down there.
Yes, they are. They're very kind.
They're very kind.
Very kind. We attended the Trailblazers game where we lost just by a tiny couple points.
And I have to say, I do not miss having a basketball team because the Portland Trailblazers were not very good. But luckily, I got courtside seats, but I didn't have tickets. But it was awesome sitting courtside.
It's pretty easy to, I don't know how you say, moving down the rows. A couple rows.
Until your friends are like, hey, those are our seats.
Yeah, we got ratted out. Yeah, but hey, that's neither here nor there. It was a good time all around. And congratulations to Casey and Carrie Lumsden.
Yep, they're going to be tying the knot this year, 2013. Special year, actually, this summer. Coming up, a lot of weddings. 2013, love is in the air.
Love is in the air. Yes. And what's not in the air, or actually is in the air, some bullets. Bullets are flying, and elephants are getting shot in drive-bys. First people, now animals.
In Mississippi, too. This guy lacks any sense for humanity. Shooting an elephant while driving in his car. Luckily, the elephant will make it. He was shot in the shoulder. Very tragic, though. And just stupid people doing stupid things.
And staying on the shooting topic, Kim Jong-un plans on firing a missile on the coast of North Korea.
Wow, that is scary. Threats I remember from the past with Kim Jong-il, his dad.
Why aren't more people encouraging, like me?
And now we have to deal with his crazy son. Well, North Korea is no fun right there.
Be careful with the name calling. He might see this.
Well, anybody that declares war, especially in this day and age, you got to get over that. They need to send maybe Dennis Rodman back over there and go have a game of pig and work this out.
Or rock, paper, scissors. That seems to always break the ice.
Yeah, especially best 2 out of 3.
Yes, best 2 out of 3, obviously. This past month, Shane Gandy passed away, a former MTV reality star. They were talking about shutting down the reality series after his death. Now. Yes, after his death. It's very unfortunate. Apparently, he was stuck in the mud, and his muffler was underneath the mud?
Yep, got caught in the mud, and they died of carbon monoxide poisoning. 3 people were in the car. One of them was Shane's uncle, and unfortunately, all 3 passed away, and they're saying Buck Wild is canceled. And our hearts and prayers go out to the family of those 3 victims. Very sad news right there.
And the friends, the cast, absolutely.
And the friends.
And Shane was actually my favorite on the show. I wasn't too big of a fan of the show, but Shane was definitely my favorite.
Yeah, he was the country boy that we could relate to. Oh my God. And only being 21, very sad. A life cut short. Just having a good time and just a terrible accident.
Yep. So be careful out there when you're trenching or mudding.
Or you shouldn't be actually trenching or mudding because it tears up the roots and the trees and the soil.
That's what I was about to say.
Oh, sorry, Jeff. Special things right here. This last week, the Huskers, we gotta say, brought a tear to our eyes when they let Jack Hoffman, a 7-year-old cancer patient and a fan of the Nebraska Huskers, played in their spring game this last week. He suffers from pediatric brain cancer, and since the age of 5, he has had countless seizures in the process. He wishes to meet the Nebraska Cornhuskers, and they went one step above that. And check this video.
As I mentioned, he's really been a...
Oh, wow. That was a moment right there. Wow.
Very special things going on the college football field. So thank you to the Nebraska Huskers for doing that. Very cool thing. And that is, I wish I was there doing that, you know?
Oh, yeah, being a part of it.
Oh, my goodness. Even the fans and the crowd. I mean, that's something special. So
yeah, special things right there. And that is just showing good people doing some good things, especially for kids.
Yes. And big things going on in Channel 40. You may have noticed that our website has been shut down these past couple weeks, but now we are relaunched and better than ever.
Oh yeah, got the new background, got the new videos up. Check us out, ch40.tv, and our Facebook, YouTube, and all the great things that INTV brings to you every week. We have our 2 episodes, Mondays and Thursdays, brand news. So check us out.
And for all you Mariner fans out there, it wasn't a great day a couple days ago when they played the Astros.
Well, you went to opening game, right?
No, that was a lie. I was just joking with you.
Really?
Yeah, that never happened.
Okay. Well, I went to the game 2 days ago versus the Astros, versus the Mariners. Astros were predicted to be one of the worst teams in MLB, and unfortunately, the Mariners came out looking like they could be one of the worst teams in the MLB, losing terribly to the Astros, 16-9. Probably one of the worst baseball games I sat at, but I had the most fun.
Yeah, had to sit there. Had to sit through the entire thing.
The first base coach for the Astros, he threw us a foul ball, so I gave it to Aaron because he's going to Texas.
Oh man, a little party.
And I lost my voice too, yelling at the Mariners.
Yeah. Or the first base coach of the Mariners.
Yeah.
When he's saying send him, you're like, don't send him.
Oh, we're telling him to steal anytime we got on base. Go, go, go.
And they listened, that's why they lost.
No, nobody listened. Exciting things happening at the Roslyn Library for all you board players. They're having the chess club every Wednesday at 3:30 to 4:30. And we're down there to get some footage for you. Check out the chess club at the Roslyn Library.
So the Roslyn Library now offers a chess club for all kids ages 5th grade and up every Wednesday from 3:30 to 4:30 at the Roslyn Library. And so if you are a kid and you like to play chess or you want to learn how to play chess, it's a good opportunity to do that. Or if you know a kid that likes to play chess or would like to learn how to play, send them down to the Roslyn Library on Wednesdays at 3:30.
Craig from the Roslyn Library for giving us the opportunity to film that, and it looked exhilarating.
It does. I love chess.
Yes, me too.
We need to have a battle of chess, Jeff.
A chess battle?
Chess battle.
Chess battle.
Do you even know how to play chess?
Yes, I do. I would win. We'll film it. Next week, tune in.
Bam, bam, bam.
Bam, bam, bam.
Let the games begin.
Great things going on this last Saturday. The spaghetti feed at the Clown Eagles for the Sons of Italy was going on, and Jeff, you were washing some dishes.
I was scrubbing away, washing some dishes, cooking up some noodles. It was a good time all around. There was 300 tickets that were sold, big turnout. They didn't get quite as many people as last year, but all in all, it was a good time. Tons of funds were raised for this great cause.
I heard a block of cheese went for sale.
Block of cheese, courtesy of Galando's Meat Market, went up for about $200.
Wow.
Top auction item was a Diamondback mountain bike.
Wow. And the great thing, we got Ron Dolly once again with an interview to tell us more about the Sons of Italy spaghetti feed.
Sempre con un saluto e mantenere la nostra cultura italiana sempre viva e forte. Buona fortuna a tutti.
This is the 26th annual Sons of Italy Spaghetti Feed held at the Clown Eagles. And as you can see, there's quite a few people here, and hopefully it'll be full, and we'll have a lot of fun with live auctions by Dave Sandona, and we have ticket raffles items also. So we'll be doing that all during the night. The gentleman playing the accordion is from the Sons of Italy Lodge in Yakima.
Thank you, Ron Dolly, El Presidente of the Sons of Italy, for that spaghetti feed. We're looking forward to next year.
That looked like a spicy meatball.
It was a spicy good time.
A good time coming up. Friday, they're hanging up the Masterson barn quilt, one of the bigger barn quilts of the trip. And this is going to be a great time. Inland Networks will be hanging it up 9 a.m. once again out at the Masterson Ranch at their huge barn. This will be a great time. Get out there, get some photos, and check out this beautiful barn quilt.
It is going to be a great addition to get out there and view the barn quilt while you're viewing everything else in that field.
Oh, yeah.
Elk, deer, sheep.
Everything. There's so much beauty out there. So go enjoy the barn quilts and the beauty of Teanaway.
And staying on the barn quilt topic, the barn quilt breakfast and dedication of these barns is going to be held on April 26th at the Monastash Room in Kittitas Valley Event Center. This is going to take place at 9 o'clock, and if you are wondering where this event center is, it's 512 North Poplar Street in Ellensburg, Washington.
They're going to have a whole weekend event to dedicate these barn quilts, but don't miss out on this breakfast because it's a great time, and the dedication of all these beautiful barn quilts, you don't want to miss it.
And all the artists are going to be there as well.
Yep.
They've been putting in and logging hours upon hours on these things. It's going to be interesting to see 10 years down the road how many of these things are going to be hung in the Upper Kittitas County and Kittitas County in general.
Right now they're up to 30, and that was just starting in November. And I can't wait to see their final number at the end of the year.
It's madness.
High Pockets of Hope run's coming up, like we've been talking about, May 4th at 9 a.m. This is a 5K run/walk in memory of K. High Pockets Halty. They're hoping to raise $2,500 for the American Cancer Society for the Relay for Life. This will start and finish at the South Cleveland Park. This will be a great time and raise money for a great cause. So please get out there, get your team, and go for a nice 5K walk or run.
And to prep yourself for that 5K walk or run, there's no better way to do it than getting out in the woods and doing some hiking, biking, or running yourself. And to be able to do this, be sure to pick up your Discover Passes at the local Cleveland Chamber's office. Discover Passes are sold for $30 a season, $10 a day, and there's a $2 activation fee, so be sure to bring that $2.
Get out there and enjoy Washington State lands. Operation Lorax will be going on April 27th. Please get out there and support this great thing. They're going to have first the dedication service at the Flagpole Park starting at 10 a.m. where they'll have the brick lane and have all the great flags flying for the men and women of our military service. And after that, they'll go up to the site of the Taylor Bridge fire that happened this last summer and plant trees to re-beautify that whole side. Thank you so much, Christina Escobar, for getting this grant and helping out our little town of Kittitas County.
It's greatly appreciated.
Thank you.
And on May 11th, a brief reminder, like we brought to you weeks prior, get rid of those old tires in your backyard for free. Chuck up to 10 tires at the Roslyn City Council building in the container.
They'll have people loading up for you. Make sure they don't have rims on them. They're just the tires. And like Jeff said, up to 10 tires. Clean up your house.
Who has 10 tires sitting in their backyard?
I do. Inland does.
Yeah, Inland does.
And let's go on to some civic news. On April 9th, the Cleveland City Council met where the owner of Gunners talks about how the police department has helped clean up the outside of her shop. There used to be some shady characters outside of her shop, but she said because of the Cleveland, Roslyn, South Cleveland Police Department, they have cleaned up the block right there. Great job, and check out a video clip from the Cleveland City Council.
Wanted to contribute about the community. I first want to say I really appreciate the police force. One thing that I was going to go down and talk to Scott, we have noticed a lot more less problems over at Gunner's Coffee Cabin. We were having some people load or leave garbage, tires. I did bring some tires to the city hall that were thrown out on the street. I think probably Tony saw them by our door in the morning. So, but we have noticed a huge difference in a lot of the homeless people not hanging out, smoking cigarettes, meth pipes that used to be left outside of there. So I really want to give a good shout out to a lot of Scott's officers, Alba, Nick being one of them too. I don't know his last name and I apologize, but I really appreciate the value and the consistency and having a local business. It's something that's been really noted, especially with the people that are violating a lot of the rules, parking downtown, using internet. I mean, we've had a lot of problems in the last 6 months and we've noticed a big change. So that, and I appreciate Carrie's work with Vision. I got to work with her on a project and I just want to say that I've really appreciated how things have stepped forward and moving on. So.
And cruising up to Roslyn, the Roslyn meeting was canceled due to no agenda.
Ooh. Oh, wait. Never mind.
Yeah. But since there was no agenda, I just want to say, I don't know if you guys have been out there driving around or noticed that all of these state employees and city employees getting out there, cleaning up the town. It's spring cleaning time, and they're sweeping the streets, getting all those pebbles off the sidewalk, trimming some branches near some power lines, and doing a great job. So thank you to the Cleveland work crews.
And Roslyn work crews. I have to say, our new employee, Dusty Fields, was out there sweeping the streets this last rainy day, and I have to say, great job. The streets look clean.
And that concludes Civic News.
This Saturday, April 14th, the 133rd Army Band will be performing at the Swactanaway Grange. Do not miss this event. It's starting at 1 p.m. where you can have a great time and meet some great people while having lunch. And then at 2 p.m. you can enjoy the music of the 133rd Army Band. So get out to the Swaktianaway Grange this Saturday.
UKC men's softball is kicking off this June, so be sure to get your teams ready. And I want to see more teams than we had last year because it's not even becoming a competition anymore.
No, the Ringers are back-to-back champs, and we need you guys to have some we need to get some competition out there because we're lacking competition. We need more teams, just more participation to make the softball, Upper Kittitas County youth softball, men's softball a lot better.
And I remember a certain somebody, John Hines, talking about, oh, we always wanted a team, and we have great people that can compete against you guys, and we just bring it on.
Or the fire departments. You have so many different fire departments in the Upper County. How about you guys all come together, and it's a great way to communicate and to have fun with one another.
Yep, just throwing it out there.
Yep.
So think about it.
Talking about throwing it out there too, next week, April 17th, get your teams ready because the dodgeball tournament is going on. This is put on by the high school freshman class, and this will be a great time. We won it one time last year. The seniors won it, but this time INTV will bring home, hopefully, another trophy.
Yes, once again. Can't wait.
Dodgeball tournament. And this time I'd like to go on to Randy with the movie review.
Randy.
Hey, it's Randy Winkler again, your friendly neighborhood movie reviewer. This week I'm doing Evil Dead.
Not another peep. Time to go to sleep.
Evil Dead. I saw the original Evil Dead back in 1975 or 76 when I was living in Las Vegas. And I remember I made the mistake of taking my 2 young stepchildren with me, and I had to walk out of the movie because it was so inappropriate for their age group. And I remember somebody hacking up somebody else with an axe and body parts twitching all over the floor. So needless to say, first of all, this was a much better movie than that one in both quality and making you think and stuff, but it was really scary.
Leave this book alone.
And really gory. And when I say really, I mean really, really. So don't, if you aren't really up for it, don't go see it. But
You're all going to die tonight.
if you like these kind of movies, then you have to see it. It's a must-see.
Something evil.
I should also say Bruce Campbell starred in the original Evil Dead, and then went on to do Army of Darkness, which was a cult classic with him one-armed, having a shotgun attached to it, and
Hail to the king, baby.
chainsaw and all kinds of stuff. And he's now one of the players on the Burning TV show. But he's a cult classic sci-fi guy. He's not in this movie at all, but I'm waiting to see if they redo Army of Darkness since they've redone Evil Dead. So let's hope so. And Roslyn Theater should be getting or have already gotten their new equipment, so I'm going to be going up there this week to see a movie. And don't forget to watch INTV on Channel 40.
Thank you, Randy, for that movie review. Great job. Evil Dead, a classic coming back to life, but I've heard some rough reviews about this one.
Yep, but you have to stick to Randy's because they're always spot on.
They're always right.
The CMA Church in South Cle Elum is going to be holding a movie night, and here's an interview with Bob Bunch about that night.
My name is Bob Bunch. I'm with Cle Elum Alliance Church in South Cle Elum. We have the community movie night on Saturday the 20th between 6 and 8 p.m. Featuring a film called The Road to Emmaus. with that, we're going to have free pizza and popcorn and beverages and things like that. The movie, basically, it covers a portion of the Gospel of Luke in chapter 24, verses about 13 through 32, where some of the disciples on Easter Sunday or Resurrection Sunday are walking from Jerusalem headed towards this town called Emmaus. Now, these guys were Jesus' disciples, and were pretty discouraged because they had been following, I mean, they'd left families and businesses and their regular walk of life to follow this itinerant rabbi who claimed to not only be the Messiah, but the Son of God, making him deity, equal with God. And they put all their eggs in that basket, and now that this Messiah had been crucified and had died, they understood that there was rumors that he maybe had resurrected, but they were just totally bewildered with what was going on. And so as it happens, Jesus appears to them, only he doesn't sort of let them know who he is just yet, and takes them on a walk through scriptures, including the books of Moses, that is Genesis and Exodus, and that through the poetic books like Psalms and such, and then the books of the law, and the prophets, to indicate exactly where he showed up in all of those books, indicating that the Messiah must come and he must die for the sin of mankind. And so basically what he's doing is he's opening up their understanding of just who the Messiah is and what he was to do, and that yes, he is sovereign, God is sovereign, and everything that had occurred was exactly the way God had planned it. And so they're walking along, and he's instructing them on this, and they finally end up in a home where they're sharing a meal, and as he breaks the bread like he did during the Last Supper, they finally recognize who he was, and then he disappears. And then, of course, they go back to Jerusalem to tell everyone that they had seen the risen Savior. So it's kind of like, you know, to coin Paul Harvey's phrase, it's the rest of the story to the resurrection. It'll be taking place it'll begin at 6 p.m. on Friday, the 20th, or excuse me, make that Saturday. Don't show up on Friday, we won't be there. Show up on Saturday at 6 p.m. and it'll go from 6 to 8 p.m. Again, there'll be pizza and popcorn and beverages and such.
Thank you, Bob Bunch from the CMA Church. Make sure to get out there in that movie night and enjoy that great movie.
April 22nd marks the date for the I-90 construction project to begin once again, so be sure to plan your routes accordingly.
That does not sound very fun, because I remember last year the headaches of commuting to the other side, and now it starts all over again.
Give yourself a solid hour or 45 minutes beforehand, before you actually have to arrive at the location.
Especially if you're coming over late, because rock blasting, that always goes on about 7 o'clock, 8 p.m. So make sure to give yourself some time while crossing over the I-90.
Very important.
Saturday, mail service is saved for right now. The Postal Service has came out and said they will be having deliveries still on Saturday. So cross your fingers and keep complaining once they say we're going to take your Saturdays away again.
You're big on complaints.
No, I'm not.
That's all you do. You should be in charge of the complaint room.
Stuff like this, you have to stand up and talk about them,
Say
Jeff.
absolutely. Or else we can...
You'd be like you and just sit there and never...
We might go back to that, or like me, I might just volunteer.
Just walk right over you.
I might volunteer my time and buy a pony and then start the Pony Express on Saturdays. Only in between South Cleo and Roslyn Cleo.
I've already started. I have mail pigeons.
Mail pigeons? The clappers? Clappers?
No.
Pigeon
Oh,
clappers.
but they're already here.
We're flipping pigeons. I want to let everybody know I'm here.
Do you like the show Grimm?
Yep.
Have you ever seen the show Grimm?
Yeah, I actually watched part of it this last Saturday. This last Sunday, actually, Monday, I watched part of it.
I've never even heard of the show Grimm.
NBC Grimm with 2 M's at the end, I gotta say. We were in Portland finding Chinatown, and the security guard said this woman's about to jump out of a 2-story window. We run over there, and Grimm is filming in the process, and check out this woman jumping out of a 2-story window.
Totally well worth it. Me and my buddy missed it because we were catching a train on time when everyone else was late.
Well, we wanted to watch the production of an NBC show, and we got to the train just on time. We boarded it and exited
a little bit early.
But very cool there, NBC Grimm. Check it out. I don't know the times or when it's on, but it's a great show.
It is.
At this time, let's go into some birthdays.
We'd like to start off today's birthday by wishing Darcy Bator and Josh Hopper happy birthday on April 11th.
April 13th, Steph Jennings, Jared Weiss, my brother, happy birthday, bro, and Kevin Young.
On April 14th, we'd like to wish Erica Ferris a very happy birthday.
On April 16th, Luke Tracy and Brett Hartman, happy birthday.
And happy anniversary.
Oh, don't worry, Jeff, I got this one. To my parents, Doug and Susie, on April 5th, this couple weeks ago, I want to say happy anniversary, 33 years, and a loving couple right there. Doug and Susie, my parents, congratulations on that.
And my nephew, Jaden Graff, just had his birthday last week. Happy birthday, buddy.
You always throw those in.
I do, right at the last second.
You never want to put those on the list.
Eddie likes those.
Well, if we missed your birthday or your anniversary or any great event, please give us a call, 649-3940, Facebook it, email it, tweet us, YouTube, put it on our Facebook. I think I said that. I'm on our webpage. So many ways of communication. Please send it our way.
We'd like to shut down tonight's episode by telling you or asking you, please, all of you out there, if you guys are going through a midlife crisis, please don't get piercings on your face.
No.
Like Eddie.
Because, especially when you're getting older and you're supposed to be mature. Well, this has been a couple local boys.
Trying to shoot some local news.
For you, Eddie, for April 11th, 2013, and our beautiful viewers. Thank you guys so much. I'm the Weiss.
See you next. Thank you, Ron Dolly, El Presidente of Sons of Italy, and thank you. Thank you, Ron Dolly, the El Presidente of Sons of Italy, Spaghetti Feed, and thank you, Eddie Castillo. Big news, Eddie got an eyebrow piercing. Midlife crisis.
At the Cleveland City Council Met, that happened on April 9th. On Cleveland, where you can have a great time and meet some great people. Thank you, Bob Bunch, for that interview. Make sure to get...
Yeah, don't even mention...
Road to Amos.
Don't even mention...